Um, what's it called? The next person will be GAARA. So Shippuden GAARA and War Art GAARA. What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Whoever wants to go first. Okay, I think you really want to talk about GAARA though.
GAARA?
Yeah, Shippuden GAARA and War Art.
I wanted
He's
to
gay
talk
for Naruto.
more about Boruto, but I can do War Arc.
Yeah, you can talk about Boruto too. Like, just don't obviously say any spoilers if people haven't seen it yet or whatever. But that's fun.
You already seen the parts. So.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, you're right. But what do you think about GAARA though?
Like GAARA, should I start from the beginning or not? Like very beginning.
Yeah. Shippuden GAARA and War Art GAARA. Yeah. Just your honest thoughts. Why you think he deserves more respect? Blah,
In the
blah.
beginning, there was nothing, and then there was something. The end.
Yeah, but like from the beginning, I meant fucking OG as well.
No. We already talked about him.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah, we talked about him in the other podcast.
And then the Judy Matt created it all and created the whole universe as stated in the data book.
Okay, so Shippuden GAARA, like I think like a good point to start would be the Deidara fight, right?
Yeah.
The Deidara fight, like he did pretty well, and the only reason he lost was because Deidara fucking cheated.
Yep.
And tried
I
to
mean,
use
I think that's wrong because I mean, Data would win anyway because I mean he would kill himself.
Can you not interrupt me, please?
Yeah, go. This isn't a debate right now. Just let him. This is just a discussion. Whatever. He's giving his thoughts in GAARA, blah blah. And if it's your turn, then you can say whatever you want. It's fine.
Dumb bitch.
Yeah.
All right, continue.
All right, so in the Deidara fight, Deidara was doing pretty good as well. Like I'm not saying that just like GAARA was.
They're definitely relative.
Right,
Yeah, they were definitely giving each other
were,
both a run for their money. Yeah.
Yeah, they were relative, but then after a while, like basically what's going on that the fucking GAARA gets him, right? Rips out his arm and all this bullshit, and Deidara like takes advantage of that, and like
you want to know a fun fact with that, Loke? Real quick.
What?
I didn't know this because I had to go back to the manga chapter because I was doing a reaction video and I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? That's true? Like, no way. But apparently, Deidara let him get his arm. It's actually stated verbatim that he wanted him to grab his arm and break it so he could put his little things into. I thought it just happened because guard has got the upper hand and that's it, whatever. And then like you said, like he just took advantage of it and then did what he did. But no, that wasn't even the case. He wanted that to happen. He didn't give a fuck about losing an arm.
Absolutely.
And he let guard do that, and then that's what gave him. But either way, at the end of the day, it's still a ratty fucking bullshit cheat move. Like, it's fair, but at the same time, it's like, bro, that's a ratty ass win con, bro.
Yeah, he did do that to outsmart him. Right?
Yeah.
He used the bombs, blew him up, and like even before this happened, GAARA needed to protect the whole village.
Exactly, he had a big handicap. Yeah, it's like the Naruto versus Momoshiki. Like, we know Naruto would have fucked his ass up, but he couldn't, he can't be doing, going all full out because he would have killed everybody there. He would have hurt, like it stated, yeah. So, I feel that. What else you got?
But basically, GAARA, when in the relation to the third Kazekage, right, that Sasori defeated.
Yeah.
He's stated to be stronger than Rasa, who is stronger than GAARA. But at that point, it could be different because it's obviously GAARA in the future.
Yeah.
After he becomes Kazekage, so.
What do you think about 5 Kage Summit GAARA though? I know it's very little. I know it's very little what we have, but what do you think on him?
Yeah, he was doing pretty fun against Sasuke. Even though it wasn't a fight with the Raikage, but
he did decent. Manga and anime, he's even able to block Sasuke's Amaterasu with his sand.
Yeah, and for me, he would win that shit. GAARA against Sasuke, GAARA would definitely win that. He outclassed Sasuke, that's a fact.
I want to say that with Deidara and GAARA though, Deidara wasn't going all out to just main attack capture Gaara as opposed to killing him.
Yes.
And he didn't prep enough. He didn't
I
prep
mean,
enough clay. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they were both holding back to some degree, some arbitrary degree.
Yeah, they had to. Yeah, Gar had to because the village and everything. Datara, he didn't even come in with full prep. He didn't come with all his clay or everything that he like. The full power Datara was the one that fought Sasuke. Like that was the half-assed
Exactly.
Datara. So yes. What's it called? But keep going. All okay. Like your thoughts on Five Kage Summit, Gaara, and then continue at War Arc.
Yeah, that I honestly think he did pretty well against Sasuke that instance.
Okay.
And he was able to save the Raikage. Like he was fast enough with his sand to like get in
full
there
power
before
Raikage too. Yeah.
Yeah, before the Raikage kicks, like before he kicked Sasuke.
So he at least like has reaction speed, you know, with his sand. With like you can at least like you can't like concretely, you know, say because maybe he was due to like laws of physics. You can kind of argue like maybe laws of physics because he was like floating in the air about to hit, and that's why he was able to do it. Whatever. Like it'd be different like if Raikage just teleported at him and he like hit him out of nowhere, But either way, like subjectively, yes, you could definitely say that like. Fucking, he has at least bare minimum enough reaction speed to teleportation speed of the likes of like KCM One Naruto, Yellow Flash Minato, and the Raikage. Kind of similar to what B does, when he reacts to Minato,
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah.
All right, but that's fair. And then what about War Arc? You got anything else for him there? Or?
Yeah, War Arc is pretty.
War Arc's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, War Arc is pretty cool because. If you remember, Gaara was holding his own.
Stop the meteor, he does like the sand of Madara's fucking meteor.
That's Madara, but even before that, he was holding his own against the second.
The gold sand, yeah, like all of that. Yeah, water. Like isn't that his weakness? Yeah.
Oh God! Don't get me started on late war, Gaara, bro. That motherfucker's a menace.
Oh, you got some stuff for him, huh? All right, bet.
Dude, I'm sorry, but like if you're at all relevant in like against Jubidara,
yeah.
You're just up there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm getting into that. So basically, you have this shit. Like the second Mizukage, he was basically fucking relative to him in a way, and he was able to outsmart him. And we know that the second Mizukage is like relative.
I don't think he was.
What?
I don't think he was relative to the second Mizukage. I don't think he was that much. I think the second Mizukage would pretty much win that mid-diff. That's a fact because, the fight was basically Gaara and Onoki against the second Mizukage.
Yeah, Onoki was also there,
yeah. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, they want to destroy the fucking oyster. It was Onoki, And without Onoki... And without Onoki, Gaara would be under that fucking illusion forever, and he would end up losing without any issue because the Joki boy stuff is pretty fast, even faster than the sand. We end up bypassing the sand and exploding Gaara. That would be like a fight. It would take like 5 minutes at the most because Gaara wasn't at that level. That's what I think.
Yeah. This is not just for Gil, but Gil, just try to let Loki finish. And then, and this is for everyone. Just let him finish first, and then once it's whoever's turn, then you can go whatever. This way, it just kind of makes it go a little bit more productive, more smoother.
Yeah, so Onoki did help in that fight, and he did get rid of the fucking clam that does the genjutsu, that's true.
Yeah.
But he, basically Gaara, in terms of reaction speed and all this bullshit, he was relative to the second Mizukage, and even outsmarted him, so... And the second Mizukage...
Training exam, Sasuke still slammed Gaara, I don't care.
Yeah.
He's just that strong.
He's relative to the second Tsuchikage, who we know that at the time was, more powerful than Onoki. Yeah. And then Onoki became stronger, so...
Mm-hmm.
And then we can move on to the Madara bullshit. That is fucking insane, bro. That is insane.
That's pretty good, yeah.
So he pulls out... he pulls Madara out of his Susanoo.
Yep. Yeah, that was, when that happened, I was like, wait a fucking, I'm like, you can do that? I was like, huh? When I first saw that.
The reason why he did that was because of, the environment. Let's say that because he had some sand under Madara, so he could pretty much manipulate the sand and pull Madara out of that. But, without the sand under, he would never do that shit. I mean, yes, I mean he could actually. He could basically use the tsunami. I mean, to like dominate the battlefield, and the same would go under Mario. He could replicate this feat, but like that's okay. That's you know.
Yeah, then he uses the sand to like help stop the meteor and Mario drops.
Yeah.
Yeah, GAARA was just doing some crazy shit, bro. like now don't get me wrong, we all know like he didn't stop it by himself. Like he definitely was. He did 50% of the work. He definitely did 50%. He did 50%, and then Inoki did the rest. So,
yeah.
And if it wasn't for Inoki and GAARA doing that, like they would have been fucked just from the first one. So, yeah. But you got anything else for him or no?
Oh, and then the late war arc. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Did you guys even more? Yeah.
So if you're at all like relevant, like Obito said, if you're at all relevant to like
to contest the Jubimata,
like, yeah, like he was clear. He states that his sand isn't fast enough for him, and that's true. But he was clearly able to help with the sand. Oh, like with Kakashi.
Yeah.
Using the
like for instance, like it's two ways it goes. You know what I mean? Like it's either Jubimata just didn't give a fuck because it is in character. Like Mata just doesn't care and he'll let you do whatever you want and then he'll react. Either that or two, GAARA can at least bare minimum move fast enough with his sand to where clearly if it wasn't fast enough, then even if GAARA wanted to activate his sand, the sand would be moving in slow motion while everybody else is moving. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if you kind of look at it that way, then basically therefore he at least is relevant enough, to be able to do something against to help with Jubimata. Obviously we're not saying GAARA is Jubimata, by the way. Just putting that out there, because if anybody to start losing their mind in the YouTube comments. But anyways, so.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, yeah.
It was crazy. It was so cool.
I mean, I don't think that was that crazy because, I mean, I gotta put him. He did nothing. He did nothing.
Hey, Gail,
he did nothing against.
Gail, just let him finish. Gail, just like let him finish, and then when it's your turn, I promise, I swear to God, you can say whatever you want. You can say why you think GAARA is poop, whatever, blah blah, or you really think he deserves to be whatever, blah blah blah. Like you name it. Like I don't care, but just let OK go. Because I know I know Obito wants to say some things about him and etc. So.
Like, is there anything more besides Boruto, of course?
What's it called? Like I know, like I could probably think of some things, but no, like it's just you, bro. Whatever you can think of, whatever you want to say, and anything in general, like why you think you should be just more respected. Not really underestimated or downplayed or disrespected, but that's all this is right now. The characters that we're at least discussing, just to kind of give them a little bit more shine, more spotlight.
Oh yeah, actually one more thing. He was able to like hold Madara's chakra chains for a bit.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was weird. Yeah, he was able to hold that shit and stop it from pulling. Yeah, temporarily. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? All right, man. Well, nicely well said. Appreciate it. And then who wants to go next? Obito, Gil, who wants to go?
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything because I was just responding what Loki was saying, but the problem is that I would end up talking about different characters like Guy Speed. But I'm not gonna get into that, because we start like an argument and stuff. So I'm not gonna,
Well, just like I said, if you want to talk about GAARA, you can. Just talk about him, and like I said, you could say whatever you want. Like this is a general discussion. Everybody has a turn, whatever. So we're being fair. You name it. Like I don't care. It's just don't talk about like really really non-relevant stuff. Like make sure it just at least correlates. Stick to the subject, and just you don't like I said, you don't have to keep it like forever long or anything, but just keep it very concise and good. That's all. If you want to make it long, that's fine, but just try not to make it too long.
I mean, don't worry. I'm not gonna say anything. What I had to say, I already said. About the fight against the second Mizukage and the Amaterasu stuff. I already said that. It wasn't my turn.
All right, no problem.
Yeah.
What do you got, Ken?
No, I just want to say something as well. Just no one's upset with you. We just want you to also just mind keeping the turn like Batsa said earlier, like just try not to interrupt people just because you disagree. Like if you disagree, say something when it's your turn.
Yeah.
I'll talk after Obito though.
All right, Obito, do you want to go and give your thoughts, or Pimpin, or?
About GAARA? No.
Yeah. Gas him up, bro. Fill up the gas tank.
But I just want to say, yeah, we should just, let each other talk. Like, all of us are.
And mind you, you can say whatever you want. Like, even if it's like some ratty shit, or if it's actual logical, applying some sense of integrity and transparency, just concrete scaling. I don't give a fuck. Just talk about GAARA, give your honest thought, whatever, blah blah. Whether if it's honest or not, just say whatever you want. Like, the whole concept and point of this is to talk about Naruto characters that people do disrespect and kind of give, like just like really kind of shit on to a degree. And as crazy as it sounds, but people do. Everybody does say a lot of stupid shit about GAARA, Neji, Kisame, ASUMA, HIRUZEN, you name it, et cetera, et cetera. Like the list goes on. So, so yeah, that's all this really is. And if you want to be funny and fucking go for it and make some crazy shit, by all means. But if, like I said, for me, I'm just basically, I'm just coming out with my honest thoughts. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying whatever I may, that's it, blah blah. I'm not gonna come out with some rat arguments. Like I'm not saying, do some fucking Coxie versus Pain type bullshit. But yeah, that's all I'm saying. You get what I'm basically trying to convey. So, but go for it, Obito. Gas him up. Fill him up. Fill that fucking up. Obito, did you die?
He muted. I don't think he has anything to say.
I could have sworn he did. He probably left somewhere. Pimpin, do you have anything for GAARA or?
Not currently. I mean, you guys addressed the main points.
Yeah.
So GAARA, I don't really have much to say off of. I think it's impressive in bars, honestly, but he's still a monster in the war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. He's always been built like that, bro. He's always had that talent, that potential.
Yeah, he's like a Janetonian. A lot of time with shooting exams.
Yeah, literally beginning shooting exams is a fucking joke.
Yeah, bro. It's like, what are we talking about here?
Ken, I don't think you said anything yet. And this is for anybody. Whoever wants to go, just go, man.
Honestly, I think Loke got all of the big points and all that.
Mm-hmm.
There is something to be said about the idea. I don't know if you believe on this. You can tell me if you do or don't. But
okay.
I have heard the theory that GAARA was actually massively weaker when he was at the beginning of the series than he would have been early.
Yeah, I heard about something like that. That apparently people were saying he was weaker with Shikaku or something.
Yeah, because Shikaku would still limit the amount of sleep and all that he'd have.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
and all that.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
And if you hold to the idea that he should still have his Shikaku abilities, because he had Shikaku for so long,
mm-hmm.
you could argue that he could probably use the abilities of it massively better, to the point where you could argue maybe he could even fight people like Kisame and all that even early on.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. That makes sense. Absolutely.
And even early on, he was able to create a sand desert. He could turn a forest into a desert to make people Mars.
Literally changing the landscape feats. Similar to what Shikaku and Genbunta were doing, and also similar to what Hashirama and Madara were doing. Obviously, I'm not saying fucking GAARA from OG Naruto is Hashirama or Madara level. There's tiers to it. You have low, mid, and then high. So obviously Hashirama and Madara are the high, but the bottom line is if you have an ability to change the landscape, which is not common, especially even in OG Naruto, that's really fucking impressive. So.
Oh yeah, and again, that was Kid GAARA.
Yeah.
We know that he gets more powerful later on.
Exactly.
So you can argue even transform.
In a short amount of time too, Ken. It's not it takes him a while. It wasn't long. The gap from the Konoha Crush arc and then to the Sasuke retrieval, that wasn't long at all. It was what? It was maybe one little small chapter with the whole Tsunade shit, and then that's it, and bam. So, he progresses really fast. It's kind of similar. It's similar, with the whole Rock Lee thing. You know what I mean? Rock Lee trains, he gets whatever, and then Sasuke in just a fucking month, he's able to get the same speed as weightlessly, you know? So.
Oh yeah, definitely. And with the fact that he's able to do that, that should put him in the ability, like, he should be able to, like, even, like, depending on how you view it, he might even be able to overpower, like, transform, like, Kisame with Sadihara, and, like, even, like, give, like, Itachi, like, problems. Like, I know the Shushino and all that's really powerful, but if he can flood, even
maybe like take him out or something. Like, yeah, we do know he can, it doesn't matter if it's even concrete or grass or soil, he can literally break the ground up, and then sand can come out from underneath, and then he can use the ground as well, and do like a surprise attack, you name it. So yeah, he could still be able to take a Susanoo user out of it. Now, obviously, then it comes to question whether if Itachi blitzes him before he does that, but I get what you're saying. Yeah, that's definitely possible, so yeah.
Well, I don't think he beats Itachi, but I do think he could at least, like,
fight him, yeah.
Like Itachi. Especially since, like, you guys were saying earlier, with his stand, he was able to hold back, like, Madara's chains and all that, which is extremely impressive.
Yeah.
So there's nothing saying, like, he couldn't, like, help, like, hold down, like, Itachi Shushino to stop, like, the Tosca Blade or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think, because a lot of people like to sit there and go, like, oh, like, he's, like, massively weaker than, like, Data or, like, Sakura.
Hell
like,
no. And that's bullshit. So I hate that. That's why we're talking about. That's why we're talking about him right now.
Oh yeah, I know. And there's some people who would think like Base Lee now like just stomps him and like he's like no longer like as strong as he was as a kid. Like if you look at what he does like even early on.
Oh, they say Base should put in Lee.
I've heard it. I don't know how. It's
like if Base Lee does like the first gate, I could see him fucking maybe, you know, getting in there, kicking him up like he did before. But guess what? It's going to be the same thing as before, where this motherfucker's have to do, like, endless combos to get him in the air because of the weight, you know? So, he has so much fucking weight with that gore and shit in the sand armor.
And I don't know, but I don't know if the GAARA that Rock Lee fought back then could even fly as effectively as the now Shippuden GAARA, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's basically all I have to say on him.
Yeah.
I think people like to downplay him for some reason.
Yeah, no, they do. They do, bro. Like, obviously, you have people that do downplay him, and then you have the rats, like Noodles, where they'll be coming out with some crazy-ass shit for fucking GAARA. You know, so... Like, like that man has some crazy shit for Sasori and GAARA. I don't know why, in the third Kazekage. From what I've heard. I haven't seen it, but I've heard that he's made, like, some ratty-ass arguments for them or something.
I just want to ask.
Yeah.
We are getting into Boruto GAARA later, or?
It could be now. It don't matter.
No, I was asking before, and you said later. So.
Oh, it's up to you, man. It don't matter. Like I already know my stuff for Boruto GAARA. Like it's nothing too crazy. So.
We're never getting.
I just want to clarify a question real quick. I recall a statement saying like GAARA is saying like once he like kills an opponent like. He absorbs the iron content from the blood or something to make his sand even more dense or something.
Yeah.
Made into like higher like.
Yeah, I couldn't find that data book statement, but I heard it's a thing though, and I don't think YouTubers would lie about it either. So.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting though. You know what I mean?
It is.
When he had Chicago, all he was trying to do was kill people. Like.
Now, I'll be honest though. You know, from what we've seen, kind of similar to the Chidori, I think it's a small quantification of a boost up. Because when he does that to the two people, like, it's not like it gives him, like, a massive fucking amp to where he's shitting on Sasuke or anything like that, you know? Like, Sasuke was still performing, like, the same level of speed feats as Weightless Lee, you know? Like, so it's, like, clearly it's not, like, a massive, like, boost when he absorbs blood. Because if it was, then his sand should have been able to react to at least Weightless speed, you know what I mean? So.
If I remember correctly, that's actually people interpreting the fact that. But there's a statement that I know where it said when
I couldn't find it though, Ken. I missed it. I could not find it. I was like, what are people talking about?
Oh yeah. So I think people are just interpreting the statement because there's one in the early data books where it says that when GAARA kills, he becomes more powerful from the bloodlust. I think a lot of people.
Okay.
I don't think it's. Oh, interesting. Okay, I recall it differently, but I don't know Batman said.
But see, that could all be like figurative fucking speech though. Like there's so much figurative speech in data books, dude. It's not even fucking funny. And then people like to take it hyper literal and just over exaggerate and then try to upscale, you know. Which
there's also a statement that when GAARA kills people, that he beats his victims to it, to his mother. but I think that he just thinks Chikaku is his mom early on.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people are taking the idea of that. Yeah. It just feeds into the sand.
Another thing that GAARA does that's actually really funny. It's kind of he's kind of biased in a way, or appeals to emotion a lot too. Is he judges people's strength based on their eyes that have darkness or pain. I don't know if you've realized that. Like he was immediately able to do that with Kimaru and says that's why he was strong. He was able to do that with Sasuke, which is why he considered him strong. And then when it came to like Lee or Naruto, who were beating his ass, you know what I mean? Like Naruto beats him. Lee was also able to, to fuck him up. What's it called? Like he didn't think they were nothing, like they were weak or whatever, blah blah. Because they didn't have like that shit in their eyes. You know what I mean? Like the darkness and pain and whatnot that Sasuke or Itachi or Kimaru or certain people have in the ninja world. You know what I mean? Like that was another weird aspect that people do, and I do feel like a lot of people like to like rat in a way or bullshit when it comes to GAARA scaling, to where they just think GAARA's like line of deduction of considering people to be the strongest or whatever is just absolute, and I don't understand that. Like I do feel like people take that out of context. Like that's just blatantly just it's just really weird. Like all because GAARA may think you're strong doesn't mean you're actually the strongest or whatever, some shit like that. I don't agree with that at all. It's contradicted throughout, so yeah, no, you got to be careful with those. And at the end of the day, like you said, Ken, they could just be interpretations or whatever, blah blah. So, yeah. So, does anybody else have anything else on GAARA, or that's basically what you guys got?
Yes, actually.
What you got, bro?
GAARA can put his sand in your bloodstream to slow you down.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. When?
He does it to Madara.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. You're right. I remember that. Yeah, to slow you down and shit. Yeah. Which that's also like pretty impressive though, because the fact that he can has enough AP to go through Madara's body, it's two things. It's two ways I either win. Either Madara was not using chakra to increase his durability, and that's why that happened, or two, okay, he was, it was his actual durability, and he had Sage Mode as well, so that increases durability even further. Okay, and then that's really impressive, because then GAARA has enough AP to go through fucking against someone like Madara or Hashirama. Like that's ridiculous. While fucking Sage Mode Naruto with a massive Rising Shuriken couldn't even hurt a fucking Edo Madara in base. So are we really gonna sit here and say GAARA's sand bullets hit harder than a massive Rising Shuriken? Like what? I don't get that, bro, but whatever. So, but oh yeah, no, that's a fucking cool ass ability though. That's really crazy. And I'm gonna be real with you, unless you know what I mean, if you ain't Madara or Hashirama and you maybe somebody else or whatever, if you get hit by that shit, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get fucked up. So unless you got Susanoo or something or whatever, but But alright, does anybody else have anything? Lamel, nothing? Anybody? If you don't, then
One last thing I want to talk about is GAARA's sealing jutsu.
Yeah, that is true. He can seal. Yeah. He can fucking seal shit.
In Boruto, he seals Urashiki for a couple of hours in Otsutsuki.
What the fuck? Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's anime only, yeah.
Gotcha. Holy, that's crazy though. Holy shit. That's pretty well. It doesn't surprise me though, because he's over here fucking. Yeah, he's clearly shown to even be able to have the capability to seal Edo Madara. If Madara didn't go perfect Susanoo, he would have been sealed. And then same thing with the Madara that's alive Sage Madara. Now he didn't go perfect Susanoo to break out of it, because which that shows even more indication that when you're alive you get more stronger. He just does the second form of Susanoo and it crawls out of it. But the fact that he clearly has enough sealing, if it does go through, that's it for Madara level, things like that. So yeah, I definitely would believe he could, especially in Boruto scaling. You get strong, whatever, that he would have enough to seal a fucking alien threat. That makes a lot of sense. There's even data book statements and many evidence in the manga, you name it, that also further support that conclusion of where they're literally training to fight these alien threats, blah blah, and the whole 9 yards. So definitely do agree with that. That's not anything crazy or contradicted or anything like that. So, and then at the end of the day, anime is a separate canon. That's all it is. It's not, I know there's people out there that think all Naruto anime for whatever reason is non-canon, but it is what it is. So, But yeah, all right, bet. So we'll leave that there for Mr. Gaara. I think you guys did a really good job in discussing him as a character. Next one we'll move up to is Kisame.
Yeah, wait. I still didn't go over Boruto, bro.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Since Sticky here already said this shit, I didn't even want to mention that because that's anime only. So
No.
whatever.
You mention anime. What the fuck? I don't give a fuck.
But I don't need to. I don't need
okay.
to. But I don't need to.
Yeah, like, I'm just saying right now. I don't mind anime. Like at the end of the day, I do consider it canon, blah blah, and the majority of the Naruto community, like 80% of the Naruto community, considers anime fucking canon. Like it's only like a 20% that don't because they just want to be fucking weird and stick to manga only. You know, so but either way, like that's fine. But yeah, you do you.
Yeah, but I want to mention the shit with Momo.
Okay.
Right. So Momo fuses with Kinshiki.
Yeah.
And then just like speed blitzes the 5 Kage with the exception of Gaara. Gaara's the only one.
Yeah, he reacted right for a moment, like he was kind of doing some shit.
Yeah, and he was fucking blocking Momo and all this shit. Then he gets fucked up as well, but like
yeah. But he at least was able to react and give a fighting chance. Yeah. And then Naruto, while in base, was able to go even more blow for blow. And then even Momoshiki like makes a face and he's like, huh? Like, oh, he's different.
Yeah.
So.
But Sanin level Gaara. So.
Oh yeah, Gaara's Sanin level. He's fucking dog shit. What the fuck? I'm assuming people are writing and making those arguments due to the whole Jiraiya shit and you name it. Is that why?
Maybe. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It just.
I'm like, where is that coming from? Why are we saying he's Sanin?
Sanin level Gaara? You don't remember a tier list that Pirate Legend made?
No.
Yeah,
that fucking guy.
Yeah, that.
Bro, who would win? Pirate Legend or fucking Gill or Weed?
Bro, I don't know. Like, I never heard Pirate Legend debate. He only made a tier list. So
he just makes up shit to troll.
We all lose. The density will be so great it'll be a black hole.
That shit was crazy. That man was coming out with some wild fucking scaling. But anyways, alright, but no, you got anything else to Gaara or no?
Well, basically, fucking the thing with Momoshiki, right? We know how powerful he is, and he's able to like stop him for a bit, react, and not get speed blitzed immediately.
Well, Boruto Gaara would slam the majority of Naruto Shippuden, like deadass.
Yeah. And basically, wait, talking about tier list, Sleeky Dicky right here, that was ass as well. Gotta say that. Your tier list is just
like hey, but I'm just being real. Like Boruto Gaara would dead ass slap all of Shippuden. Like he would beat everybody. I'm not even joking. Like even fucking Six Paths, like the Six Paths Naruto and Sasuke, he would slam them too. If they're over here struggling against fucking Jubi Madara, who's nowhere near to Momoshiki and all that other crap, like it's the whole fucking food chain. You know what I mean? Like yes, Gaara would fucking slam them all too. As crazy as that sounds, motherfucker would beat them all. So fucking do a sand tsunami, bam, everybody's dead.
Yes, seals them in that fucking pyramid.
Yeah, but like Gaara's no joke, bro. Fucking respect him, whether you like it or not. Sorry, no, we all did a really, really good job for Gaara. I'm not gonna say anything because you basically guys said everything that needed to be said. What's it called? And that's basically it. Until I do all my final amount of homework, you name it, and eventually I can be able to give more concise thoughts. But we'll leave it there. That's good enough. For Kisame, we'll work with him. Keep it brief, nothing too crazy. His scaling is kind of like all over the fucking place, if I'm being real with you. So have fun with it, whatever. And this shouldn't take too long either way. So.
So about Kisame, Kisame is Andrew Tate needs to move. Kisame's top G. No, just me. All right.
Yeah, what did you say?
I said Andrew Tate to move over. Kisame's top G.
Oh.
I second that motion.
Ken's like, I second.
I think Kisame is the loyalist nidder in all of Naruto. And
No.
Pippin's like, hell no.
Hell no, bro. He did not just say that. He sounds way too white. No, sir, dude.
How would he killed his own team so information didn't get anywhere? Then he killed himself
We
so
going to
information
big
didn't
mode
leak.
now. Hey, all right, but you got anything else for him, Zoro, or no? That's it.
For who?
That's about it.
Okay. What about you, Pimpin? Since you clearly had some issues, so talk with your chest.
About Kisame? Yeah, I can talk about. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Give him some love. Give him
So
the
there's like
love.
Give him the love. So, I love Dr. D, bro.
Yeah, Dr. Disrespect.
I love that guy, dude.
Give him the love.
Bangers, bro. Bangers on bangers, bro. Kisame is weird because, in part one, we see him invade Konoha with Itachi. And he's underneath the impression that Jiraiya is superior to him or Itachi's own capabilities due to what Itachi said himself. So, to say Kisame is underneath spawning level in part one is a little weird considering his feats in Shippuden. We see a 50% power Kisame as exhibited by his lack of Samehada go up against 7 Gates Guy. Even though 7 Gates Guy wasn't going out all out because he was able to modify his radius to Fumadora, he still was going at some arbitrary level of his max potential, so you can scale him to that without Samehada. And then when he does that,
but keep that train of thought. Don't forget anything. Sorry to cut you short too.
No, you're good.
You know what? Now thinking about it, didn't Kisame? Wasn't this during part 1 and 2 Naruto, like the OG Naruto, where he captured the monkey dude? That wasn't in Shippuden, right? That was in wasn't that around the? Because I know it was shown in Shippuden, but wasn't that around the timeline of OG Naruto?
No.
Oh, it wasn't. It was Shippuden timeline. Okay, I couldn't remember. Because if that was the case of OG timeline, then you could use that, obviously, to instantly debunk the whole fucking Sonic thing. But
I don't think
I know what you mean. Yeah.
capturing them until the end of the Sasuke retrieval arc.
Oh, you mean Roshi? Oh, yeah.
The lava guy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that would be a great way to scale him as well. I mean, you see how Edo Roshi is in the War Arc, right? He would be below a prime version of Roshi, obviously, and Roshi was able to go against KCM1 Naruto in the War Arc, so if he's above him, nonchalantly, you can scale him that way as well. That's a really cool way of scaling him, too, but I think the most prominent...
That's that Caucasus scaling, baby.
Yeah, I mean, literally, you take a Jinchuriki, you blow it up to bad proportions, bro. You know what I mean?
Use the argument to explain to noodles why Kisame beat Tatazu.
What's that, man? I can't understand you, bro.
So just use that argument to explain to noodles why Kisame beats Tatazu.
Kisame?
Yeah, Kisame. Yeah.
Kisame.
Don't fuck yourself.
I'm just playing with you, pimp. So Kisame reacted to a base version 1 and version 2. I'm just playing with you. It's not hard for you. Sure.
But yeah, anyways, like what you were saying, though, yeah.
Yeah, so he goes up against Killer B during their encounters, able to react to the base, version 1 and version 2, Killer B as well. We see what Killer B does in War.
I just couldn't believe he reacted to V2. That was crazy. I thought he was going to get shitted on.
Yeah, dude, right? Because, you saw he shot on fucking talking Sasuke and their team, not that much longer prior, so. And then it just, kind of, reinforces the aspect of, he is similar to KCM1 Naruto, because, if Roshi is doing that to KCM1 Naruto in the War Arc, as Meadow, Killer B is on the same par as KCM1 Naruto in the War Arc as well, you can safely put Kisame at that level. And he has insane chakra reserves. He has the most of any of the Koski. He has insane regeneration feats. I mean, he got a fucking blow to the heart, and he's Gucci. You know what I mean? So it's hard to quantify how much chakra he can exactly absorb, but nonetheless, he has the most in Koski, which should say something to everyone. And at bare minimum, put him above Kagezu. Let's be real, folks.
Yeah. And remind you, the Killer B with the 8 tails, like a V1, the data books, doesn't the data book statement say that when he does the lariat in that form, he's at the speed of light? So that means Kasame's reacting to a speed of light of attack. If you want to go that far, but
I'm pretty sure that's only with both like Kage and V acting simultaneously.
Oh,
like
and it's simultaneous. Oh, okay.
The double lariat, whatever it's called. I think when they do that, absolutely. But not Killer V by himself, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. Good information to try to gas Kasame up and talk about him and scaling wise and everything. Who else wants to go or has anything to say for Kasame? What do you think? Thoughts overall? Anything?
The man stepped up to Itachi twice.
That is true, bro. Didn't he force him to do Mangekyo twice?
He did. And I'm pretty sure both times he was just playing around.
Yeah, like the first time was in the manga and anime where like Kasame starts talking his shit, and then now mind you could it's debatable. You could probably debate and be like, oh, Itachi wouldn't even need MS. He would just go through Tomo, whatever. But let's ignore the debate side of things. The fact that Itachi goes automatically to MS, not even resorting to 3 Tomo, and he's like same goes to you and threatens him back. Like that was interesting. You know what I mean? That was really interesting. And then the whole and then the game, this is like the creation, the Akatsuki and everything and blah, blah, like, they're literally going blow for blow and fighting 3 Tomo Itachi and Kasame, and he even overpowers 3 Tomo Itachi as well when he swings his sword, and then literally he goes to like MS and then the fight's immediately over. Like, Kasame just concedes. And
if I remember correctly, Kasame even says right after that, it's a shame we never got to really fight.
Yeah, literally. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's some Itachi scaling right there. And if you kind of look at that, that's pretty good. So, yeah, that's one way to kind of give him some respect and gas him up,
I don't know.
But then again, that's kind of a way where you might be able to, in ways where you might be able to gas up even guys though with the 7th gate or 6th gate. Like, what, guys over here just fighting Itachi now?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What crazy is the only other person to step up to Orochimaru, not Orochimaru. Itachi similarly was Orochimaru, and Orochimaru was never brave enough to do it a second time. Yeah. So that means Kasame just blatantly like a blood like Orochimaru could fight like 4 Tails Naruto.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Kasame can deal with V2 transformations effortlessly while Orochimaru and fucking Jiraiya is struggling with that shit. So.
I put Kisame in my top 5, mate. So.
But then again, like, the only contentious part of that, and what, like, let's say someone's opposing you, like, arguing wise, then they're more likely to go in the direction of like, oh, well, that's all Shippuden scaling. We don't know, for Kasame in the beginning, blah blah. And then that's a whole other can of worms, you name it. So that's the only issue. But regardless, no, absolutely fire stuff. Anything else more you got, Ken, or that's it, or anybody else want to go? And I see you in the background, D1. You ain't slick. I'm gonna call you Orochimaru.
A lot of people also, we haven't talked about like his Shark Bomb and how that just absorbs ninjutsu and gets more powerful.
Yeah.
That's an insane thing as well. There's not a lot of people who can just do that, which would mean that his water style, which should be weak to, if I remember correctly, I think it's Earth.
Yeah.
Technically, if done correctly, it could overpower, and Earth would actually just make his water more powerful.
Yeah. Well, what's just even crazy about his water style is he can absorb ninjutsu. Like, that's just insane.
Like, he was even convinced that...
Like, even, like for instance, like, if Tobirama did a water style, even if you were to, like, somehow scale Tobirama over, and Tobirama does a water style thing, it doesn't even matter if it's stronger, because that's the whole point of the jutsu. The stronger your jutsu is, the stronger his gets, and it just beats you no matter what.
Like, even how, like, 7th gate, my guy's like attack would have fallen into it had it been made of actual chakra.
Yeah, literally, like, yeah, it was even, like, it stalemated at first. Like, when it first hit contact, it was, like, fighting, and then Herridora, like, won and went over. But, yeah, like, that was just, and mind you, that's, like, a fucking 50% Kisame, because it doesn't even have a Samahara,
Exactly, bro. And you have to be able to swim to be in this freaking huge water prison dome as well, you know what I mean? Like, you get trapped in that, you get depleted chakra, you can't brave, you're done, sir.
But see, that's the thing. Like, I'm gonna be real. I don't know how you guys feel about this. This is a little weird. Like, just a little off topic discussion, real quick. If he did have Samahara and he did, because that's the only way he can do the water prison. He needs he could probably do the water prison. Wait, does he need Samahara to do that, or can he do it without it? I'm pretty sure he could do it without it. But obviously, it's more beneficial and effective if he has Samahara with the water prison.
Absolutely.
You know?
It'd be more effective.
But basically, what I was trying to say is, if he does a water prison and he has Samahara, and he did that against Guy, is Guy negging it if he goes 7th gate still, or is he fucked? Like, I don't know. That's interesting to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he's got to use Sadiyama because when he makes a clone, he traps a Neji in water prison. I don't think he's got it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does trap them.
What's it called? Like, I don't know. Like, if he does like the big ass water prison, you know, and Guy's in there, like, it's either Guy's just fucked and he drowns, or he just gets fucked up by Kisame when he's in his tailless tail beast form, or Guy could overpower the water prison with either his 6th or 7th gate, and it's like, you know, just because of, you know, the chakra and power, he just blows it away like he does when he's in the ocean of water. Because like when he went 6th gate, he like moved all the water away from him. It was like an ocean of water, and when he went to 6th gate, it just all like went away, like separated. You could see the ground and everything. So, I don't know. It's interesting though, but Kasame's just that guy, dude. Subjectively, you could be able to scale him high enough, and even argue that he could be able to beat a lot of people, dude. Like, it may sound, even if it may sound crazy, it's like, it's believable. Like, it's there, you know. So
See, the thing about Kasame is he don't boast about himself. Like the bit with Jiraiya, he thinks he's lower than he actually is, skill wise.
yeah.
He's always downplaying himself.
Yeah, he's like Minato to a degree. Minato's always downplaying himself. You know, he fucking
He's
does
one of
sage
those
mode.
guys.
He does sage mode,
Yeah.
perfect fucking, you know, sage mode, everything, clear as fucking day. And motherfucker's like, oh, I'm not good at sage mode. You know, and all this other bullshit. It's like, bro, shut the fuck up. You're literally a perfect sage. You know, so just like, you know, there's many examples, but what's it called? But like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know what it is, but he's just humble. He's humble. That's all it is. He's humble. He's respectful, you know, to a degree, and he just kind of recognizes, you know, like, you know, reputation, everything. And at the end of the day, a lot of people are aware of the legendary Sonning and, you know, their whole reputation and the legendary, you know, tales of them, and it's legendary, you know what I mean? So it's, you know, that's why they're more like under the impression that, oh yeah, they're just that guy, you know, like they're strong. So
Can we talk about that tailless tail beast thing? Because that's a lie. He has a tail.
Bruh. His little shark fin.
He's got a tail when he transforms. So
Yeah.
that's just a lie.
Shit.
Kasame is full of tails.
Hey, D1, you there, bro, or no? You in here and you fell asleep or something?
D1's not real either.
Bro. Like, he came in here a while ago, but then he just been chilling. Like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. It's just funny. I'm like, what the hell? Like, D1's just here.
That guy's a dick anyway.
Huh?
Wait, the Spur King himself?
Oh, he said D1's a dick?
Yeah.
Damn.
Thanks for muting me, boys.
I did not mute you, by the way. I don't mute people.
He
What's
never
it
shuts
called?
the fuck up, you know what I mean?
Huh?
He never shuts the fuck up. Breathe, guy, breathe.
D1, you hearing this? You about to make him mad.
Look, mate, I'll do you this way.
D1 about to get on you, boy.
Hey, D1.
Like, you know D1's not the one, bro. The fact that he's... Hey, I'll give you credit, though, for coming at him
Man,
like
who wants
that.
to do a good old debate, man?
He's been very good at muff diving.
Divorce.
Mr. Verbat, man. Who can debate?
Batman, what? I don't know why you said that, but what's it called?
Whatever your 7 name is.
Yo, remember when people used to call you Vitamin Man, bro? Like, you
I
guys
know. I'm like, where do these
I
nicknames
want
come
to debate,
from?
man. Verbatim, man.
Come on, guys.
Hey, Divorce, what's it called? We're almost done with the podcast, so if you do want to debate somebody, by all means, I'll send you a tag and you can go wherever you want.
Oh, it's some damn podcast. What a podcast. Hey,
Let's debate on if you can win this debate.
Bro.
all right, let's debate on it. Go ahead.
we're not debating yet.
Well,
the
no,
pod-
idea.
Please. How much longer y'all boys got?
7 hours.
Yeah, right? 7 hours. It's not too much
Yeah.
longer, probably another hour.
Yeah.
You
someone
said
debating?
what? God damn it!
I'll
Yo,
say
someone
7
debating?
months.
Yo, D1 protocol is crazy.
What's it called? No, probably like
Hear
another...
about this. How about we debating the VC down?
No, they were doing a podcast.
Well, that's
bro.
fine, but yeah, no, we're doing a podcast right now, and if you guys are gonna debate it,
How long is it gonna take for real though, boy?
It can bare minimum like an hour or 2 max. Not too much anymore longer.
God damn!
That was funny, bro. Oh gosh.
Alright, I'll wait there, man. Just pin me when you're ready.
No problem, bro.
No.
But I don't know if. But I'm gonna say this though, divorce. I don't know if anybody wants to debate though. Like I can't force people to debate. So.
Yeah, true.
Well, he said let's debate if I can win the debate, so I was like, well, goddamn Skippy.
I think that was Ken that said that.
The art set must be put on.
Legally?
Yeah, I want to debate that. I want to debate that son of a gun. Who said that?
I want you to legally prove that I said that.
Oh my god.
Or I can go off my
want
antidote
to debate
account.
anyone, you fucking pussy.
Damn.
Pussy? Damn. What does this turn into, this conversation? I love it.
I don't even know, bro. Alright. But does anybody else have anything to say?
I understand you, Mr. Robot, man. He agrees, so you know, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But what's it called? Who else has anything to say for like Kasame? Any scaling? Does anyone else have anything or no? That's it.
I just wanted to add on to the whole like humble aspect of him too. Like when he is also like super like surprised by Orochimaru dying. He's like he couldn't even fathom. So it's like again he would put himself below someone of Sonic tier, but we all know where he actually scales to. But he's just extremely modest as a character. So it just.
Oh wait, can I join?
Yeah, dude.
Can I be a part of the podcast?
Yeah. This is for anyone, dude. It's not a problem at all.
All right, what's the
problem?
Topic at hand,
the topic right now is just scaling Kasame and just basically giving some arguments to kind of gas him up of why he shouldn't be either disrespected, downplayed, or just just living more respect to his name.
Well, the thing about the fish guy, he has a lot of conditions behind his power. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We see that he gets a lot of power from sources that if they weren't there, he wouldn't have that power. So he's a little strange tool, right?
He is. He's a little strange fish in the sea.
Yeah, oh yeah, boy, he is. But just going off the talker, we know he does have confirmed, not under no conditions behind the
his
sword.
Biju levels of chakra,
Yeah. I mean, he could have that, but now we got to argue like, what is he asserting from it? And do we think this is like something crazy compare it to like other people? Well,
he has the most chakra in the Koski, right? So that's somewhat.
Yeah, he does. Which is really insane because Nagato would be second place then.
I know.
What's it called? Because Nagato has like a ridiculous amount of chakra and has like a moderate level feat of using 2 Renegons. So like literally, like Nagato's literally Kakashi in this bitch. Okay, which meaning it would be more fatigue and you name it, and he can use 2 fucking Renegons. So
let's be honest here now, man. If you press KISAME long enough, you can really render him pretty like not useless, obviously, but not enough to the point where he can be like actually assertive enough with his power to the point where he can be effective. If you're like constantly pressing him, he's like you would agree that Kisame without his more deadly jutsu, taijutsu wise, is not probably the strongest. Right? So if somebody that has a severely higher taijutsu than him like just presses him to the point where he doesn't really get a chance to like use a water dragon or anything of those sorts, I think it's pretty useless.
Gotcha. So you think Kasame's taijutsu is bad? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that's a blanket statement. I'm not inherently saying it's bad. I'm just saying there's people that probably have better ones.
Oh, okay.
Do you think he's better than Taijutsu than Hedon at least, though, or?
Hedon? I don't. What do you fight Asuma? Do you think Kisame has like what is it, Jonin level taijutsu skill?
Well, I'm just saying because I don't know where you're putting him exactly.
What's it called?
I'm trying to reach. I'm compromising. I'm saying, do you think he has that?
Well, to answer your question, like, I don't know if that was for everyone or to him or not, but we do know Kasame does have taijutsu to Jonin level. He's able to do it with Asuma. He could do it with Guy. He was also able to overpower both of them with his strength alone. They both say it verbatim, and basically he just overpowers and cuts them. So like and with Guy,
okay, that's fine.
And with Guy, mind you, that was a 30% Kasame too. It wasn't even full power.
Exactly.
So so like I'm just gonna be real. Like going off all of that, like I would say his taijutsu is pretty formidable enough. He can also fight against 3 Tomo Itachi, and to a standstill to where he has to use like Mangekyo. So
I wouldn't necessarily say that it's generally deriving from his jutsu. I think a little bit of the extra chakra being inserted within the punches matter too. You know.
Yeah.
I think he has more brute strength than necessarily finesse.
That makes sense, man. I'm following you.
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of things you can use for Kisame either way. But like I said, this is all just like general discussions and shit. We're not really debating right now. So
yes, sir.
What's it called? But no,
I was just trying to present a defeater and an knowledge.
Yeah. No, I feel you 100%. That's fine. But no, yeah, that's by all means some good stuff for Kisame. Does anybody else have like really anything else, anything more before we move on, or no?
It's a sexy fish.
That's not much else on it, brother.
Yo, what's his AP scaling?
Kisame?
Yeah.
AP, like in a cross-verse perspective, or just like who he can be in like a deductive way?
Cross-verse.
Cross-verse? I don't know, like island level, maybe? I don't know. Something around there.
Is Kisame...
Well, yeah, at least his AP. I'm not saying he can destroy an island, but I think he can
AP
beat the attack my guy did, which destroyed the island.
Yeah, his water shark ball, mind you, while he's at 50% power, that would definitely be iron level. So if he's at 100% power, he could probably be greater than iron level.
And then who knows how much chakra that shark can actually absorb and just keep getting stronger.
It's very unquantifiable, but if you want to like meet the bare baseline of that like unquantifiable amount, I guess.
Yeah.
Low ball.
Like level plus.
Yeah, like low ball or high ball, whatever, yeah. And then, like, obviously, if he uses, like, chakra control and he goes to punch somebody with how much fucking chakra he has, you know what I mean? He's going to be able to do a lot of AP, so you got that. Like, when he punched... When he... Bro, this man punched Guy at 30%, remind you, of power. He punched Guy in the body and fucking sent that man flying all the way down to the bottom of the ocean and made him cough up blood. Absolutely. So, like, he can hit pretty strong. So, and then he was also able to, react and go blow for blow with Killer B, V1 and V2.
Exactly, bro.
You know.
Mm-hmm. You tell him, bro. You tell him.
But yeah, no. So like, all right, that's pretty good. I think we said as enough as we can for your boy Kisame. Like I said, overall, guys, like his scaling is very complex. It is really weird, and there's many ways you can kind of go around it and you name it. But and when you when you analyze it a little bit further, like in a deeper consensus, like I definitely do agree we can all at least come to a conclusion that Kisame is in the upper tier of the Akatsuki. Like he is really strong. You know what I mean? Like I do feel like he is underestimated a lot. He's able to
strong. I just think overall like battle IQ, he's just not the best.
Yeah. He's able to go against Tail Beast, perfect Jinjurikis, you name it, and he's pretty strong. So.
Well, no. Yeah, I'm saying I'm more judging it as a ninja. I'm saying he does have the criteria to be strong. I'm just saying, in some senses, he lacks that battle efficiency.
So for
does anyone here One Piece by chance? I want to see who would win between Kisame or Jinbei though.
Probably Jinbei. I don't know.
Who's Jinbei?
He's like
one of the warlords.
He's like a Kisame and like One Piece. They're like pretty much identical characters, pretty much.
Bruh. Yeah, that's funny.
Kisame is basically fucking Tatazu, just a medieval.
Whoa, what was that, bro?
I said Kisame is basically Tatazu, just Mega Evolved.
Hey, you go get it.
Mega Evolved Kakuzu, man.
I really don't see the correlation.
Yeah, I don't either, but let's go with it.
Yeah.
But the next character we're going to discuss, will be ASUMA. So he's kind of like a.
Wait, one more thing.
Mm-hmm.
In the game, he doesn't actually push Itachi to use the MS.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
I thought he did.
No, he doesn't.
I thought he was like fighting him like through 3 Tomy the whole time, and then eventually Itachi has MS activated and the fight ends.
Like Kisame thinks that's the case, but actually what happens is that like Itachi is behind him all the time, and he puts him in the Genjutsu, and when he comes out of it, he has 3 Tomoe only. He just put him in the Genjutsu, and he thought that he was like.
You're saying he did like a Genjutsu to where he thought he was fighting Itachi in equal ground, and then Itachi goes Mangekyo in the Genjutsu, but in the real world, he's just standing behind him with 3 Tomo.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh damn,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like
I believe it.
He like goes MS in the Genjutsu. Kisame puts his sword on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's canon though.
Okay, I have to stop you there. That was
What?
if you watch this fight scene, when you watch the fight scene, it actually shows that it was his MS that he had Kisame under.
No, yeah, I'm saying I don't know if the scene itself is like really canon. I don't remember it being.
We were just talking about it. Doesn't need to be.
Yeah, we were talking about it. Yeah, we weren't like arguing whether if it's canon
I
or not.
thought this was in relation on where Kisame is.
Kisame's behind Itachi with his sword on him.
Well, obviously.
He says, "I can't believe." What did he say? He says something to him, and then the MS fades out from his face, and then he's behind him again. So yeah, he did MS to get him under that.
Okay. Yeah, no, like it's just like I said, it's just general information, kind of put out for the guy, to kind of gas him up or help him out when it comes to scaling. So, but we'll kind of leave that at there, and that'll basically be it. And Zoro's over here dying, smoking some weed or something. And what we're gonna do?
I heard that, bro.
He ain't slick. So we're gonna talk about Asuma now. We're gonna move on to that character. So we'll talk.
Asuma, the most inconsistent guy in Naruto.
We're gonna talk about obviously part 1 and part 2 Asuma, and then we'll talk about Shippuden and go from there.
Like,
Yeah,
let's
so
think of,
funny,
like,
bro.
Asuma would go like fighting with Hidan, bro, would just still seem weak. I don't know, bro. He just seems weak.
Asuma's ass.
He's weak. Like, bro, I think low key this might be a hot take. But I
Part
think
1,
like
part 2 doesn't matter. He's ass.
Damn.
He smokes so much
exam
cigarettes,
Naruto
bro.
amped up. What you say?
You see, I said he smokes so much cigarettes is all.
Nice.
Like at best, he's a little stronger than he does.
He scales the highest.
Nah,
when it
I
comes...
don't even think that.
No. Asuma scales the highest when it comes to whoever gets cancer first. So I'm just putting it out there right now.
Doesn't say.
Nah,
no
you missed the
doubt,
time.
sixth
Hold
best
on,
level of
hold
cancer.
on.
You forget about that man, Itachi, man.
He talks about chakra disease, bro.
Yeah. Bruh.
He ain't got no cancer.
Bro, the thing about Asuma is,
Oh, yeah,
bro, like,
thanks.
low-key, I think a QB app Naruto in the tuning exam would, like, bully Asuma. You know?
Bruh.
Well, apparently,
about it, bro.
Asuma's
Like,
meant
just
to be
think about
related to Kakashi. It says it data box.
Think about it. Asuma gets sold by, like, tuning exam, some tuning exam character. Like, what is Asuma doing against GAARA? Like, come on. Come on.
Alright. So from there, does anybody else have anything for part 1 or part 2 Asuma?
He's trash.
I don't think he's trash. I just there's not much on him because he dies so early in the series,
Yo, tuning exam
So,
Neji might put paws on him.
what I will say for Asuma, obviously at the end of the day, like if we concretely analyze and look at him as a character, he is an elite Jonin, so that's something we can't dismiss. Now,
There's
when
the
it comes,
fucking statement from the
yeah,
data book.
and we have that too. So we have basically what we got with Asuma is he's an elite Jonin, so we know how that works. Now there's 3 tiers of Jonin. You have high Jonin, mid, and then low. So obviously Kakashi and Guy are like the highs. The mids would be like Asuma and Kurna. And the lows would be like the fucking guy with the toothpick in his mouth and shit.
Don't
like
even
that.
bring up Kurnai.
But so when it comes to that, that's obviously that's a given. He's a he's a Jonin elite. So there's when it comes to like when we have like the Genin and whatnot in part 1 and part 2, okay, we see basically everything they could do against like the Sound 4 and everything. But when you look at the 2 low tier Jonin, mind you, they were fatigued and nerfed, and that's stated verbatim, you name it, etc. They were able to force, like the whole Sound 4 to go into Scene 2, blah, blah, and they put up a good fight, but then they lost. And that's like the low tier Jonin, you know what I mean? So if we had like someone like Asuma coming up there,
This nigga.
Asuma will more than likely be able to wash him up. You know what I mean? If they're over here struggling against low tier fucking Jonin, a mid tier Jonin like Asuma could probably be able to get the job done. So you can kind of scale them around there.
I don't know, man.
Struggling against nerf to low tier
I
Jonin.
don't know, man. I think the gap between the Jonis are not just the criteria. I don't think it's just power. I think Asuma is just more of a battle strategy. He's just more intellectually intelligent.
He's smart. He's smart, but he's nowhere. He's nowhere near the intelligence of like Kakashi and people like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like those average Joni versus
Yeah.
Asuma, there's not necessarily an inherent power difference.
But what I was saying, the reason why I was saying Asuma more likely would have slammed the Sound 4, and the reason why is because, like I said, you know, and mind you, what I'm saying right now, I'm just throwing some things for scaling, like just to kind of give Asuma a little bit of light and spotlight, you know, some positivity. I'm not saying this is all like concrete or absolute or anything like that. So, but basically, you know, like as a recap, the Sound 4 were forced to go to CM2 to beat low tier Jonin that were nerfed and fatigued. It's all stated verbatim. Okay, they weren't even at full power. They came off a mission. They admitted to Tsunade, blah, blah, and they said that's the only reason why they even lost the fight. So you take that at a grain of salt, and then you have someone like a mid-tier Jonin, Asuma, who was able to go blow for blow with Kisame, okay, you know, and I know we don't really have that much when it comes to Kisame, but it is still impressive to a degree because we're talking about like a Akatsuki level scaling, and they do have like a whole narrative, like reputation and implications of basically like, you know, being like a whole other degree, like S-class criminals, you name it, like the biggest bad of the bad, blah, blah. So, you know, you do have him kind of trading some blows, whatever, and he's able to at least land one blow on Kisame while Kasame's able to land a blow on him. So regardless, like if Asuma did come and he was there instead, you know, and he's at, you know, full power, whatever, he's definitely washing up the Sound 4. You know what I mean? Even if he was probably fatigued or, you know, nerfed, like similar to low tier Jonin, he probably would be able to beat him. You know what I mean? If they were almost able to do it, you know, like, come on. So you can kind of have that type of line of reasoning, deductive analysis for Asuma, at least for part 1 and part 2. You know, then another thing as well that's even further proven that he is a mid-tier Jonin, because when all the Jonin from the Sound Village and the Sand Village are going to hunt down Shikamaru, Naruto, Sakura, you name it, he literally comes and rescues Shikamaru, and he deals with all these low-tier Jonin effortlessly. Like they're fucking some tuning or something, you know? So, like, he fucking washes them all up, and they're all Jonin and Tracker Unit, Shinobi. They're all stated to be Jonin level. So, he just comes in and bodies them. Kakashi and Guy are over here bodying Jonin after Jonin. You know what I mean? So, we can definitely understand the fact that they're more than likely all lower-tier Jonins. And Asuma's a mid, Kakashi and Guy would be the high in comparison. There's plenty of evidence for that, etc., whatever. Subjectively, and you name it, or even concretely. And if you also want to like be a little bit more helpful for Asuma or in favor for him, you do have like the databook stats, you know, where if you actually do compare his databook stats to the other Jonin and whatnot, it's pretty good, pretty solid. So, you know, I won't say he's trash or, you know, like a laughing stock. I think that's, you know, a little bit kind of mean, and that's the whole reason why I was bringing him on this podcast to begin with, because there are people that have those mentalities, or, you know, like to do like some, I don't know, comparison type things, whatever, yada yada, and then therefore automatically like, oh, he's just absolute dog shit or some fodder fucking guy. Like, I'm not gonna go that far, you know.
Yeah, like there's a databook statement that says that he's not inferior to Kakashi.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? So you have that, you know, so like, and at that point, if you're basically gonna be like, oh, no, that's bullshit or whatever, blah blah, you name it, this and that, like, okay, then you're basically arguing with Kishimoto. You know what I mean? So like, it's like, come on. So, but either way, yeah. But the only issue with that Asuma databook statement, like, let's say you're opposing and you're talking for Kakashi or whatever, Kakashi does have a statement where he is the strongest, like, Jonin out of everyone or whatever. Now, all because you're stated to be the strongest doesn't mean like, oh, that Kakashi's just straight up speed blitz and Asuma, you know, anything like that. What it more likely means is with Kakashi's intelligence, Sharingan, Shidori, thousands of jutsu, you fucking name it, is why he would take an L. You know what I mean? And that's basically it. So, and if it says Asuma's not inferior to Kakashi, like, you know, in that certain aspect, and obviously it's vague, it's not specifying why he's not inferior to him. So maybe like in just taijutsu exchanges, you know, he could be able to keep up and give Kakashi a run for his money. And that's kind of a little bit further supported with Shippuden, where we see Asuma going blow for blow with Hit On, and then we see Kakashi going blow for blow with Hit On as well, you know, while fighting Kakasu. So, you know, overall, you kind of have those correlations, and so we can more likely maybe deduce the fact that, you know, possibility-wise, subjectively, as for an argument that Asuma could, you know, be able to go taijutsu with Kakashi and things like that. That's also shown with Kakashi against Kisame when he kind of helps and does a shadow clone, you know. So you have all that type of evidence that you can kind of go off with. So I'm definitely not going to say he's absolute, like, horrendous and, you know, whatever, blah, blah. I don't think that's kind of really unfair to do. If, like, let's say you put him against, like, GAARA that fought against Rock Lee, I do think Asuma would fold that GAARA. You're talking about base guy who literally just slaps away GAARA's sand like it's fucking nothing in base. Okay, so if he's over here pulling up, fucking him up too, so, like there's certain degrees where Asuma basically falls under, and he's just gonna be bodying someone. You know what I mean? He does have that line of scaling. That's really weird to sit here and be like, oh, he just loses to Genning and Shuning and all this other shit, and you name it. That this doesn't make sense.
What if the getting is Shikamaru's KCM level of speed, so Asuma's faster than Shikamaru, so Asuma must be KCM level 2 of speed.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no. So that's basically all you really got for part 1 and part 2. But anyways, does anyone else have any more to say for Asuma, or if not, then we can move on to Shippuden and War Arc, which I'm gonna be real with you, doesn't really get any more that much better, but yeah.
I just want to ask Batman, like, with that statement about Asuma not even being inferior to even Kakashi, do you think he would beat Zabuza though, or do you think he would lose because he doesn't have the strength?
That's a really interesting fight, to be honest with you. So it's like Asuma, he would do good against Zabuza. Like they would, like, because remember, Asuma, he's a brawler. I mean, that's his stick. Like it's taijutsu and close hand-to-hand combat. And his blades to have wind element chakra nature. Okay, I do believe that would be able to cut through Zabuza's sword as well, because his sword is not really durable. It can break very easily, and that's why it has the ability, like, it can repair upon getting blood. So with Asuma kind of having, like, his chakra enhanced wind nature, kunais and whatnot, he's able to kind of deal with the sword, kind of go blow for blow, whatever. Like, Zabuza could be able to win and pull it off. It could go either way, but he would either have to, like, get that water prison thing that he did on Kakashi, somehow, some way, like that, or he would have to, maybe, I don't know, do some, like, for instance, like, if he does, like, that crazy-ass water-style ninja that he did against Kakashi, what the fuck does Asuma have? Yeah, like, how's Asuma going to counter that?
Also, the hidden miss jutsu would be quite problematic.
And that as well. Asuma can't smell like Kakashi. Okay, so the only line of evidence you can do for Asuma is if you think he can be able to, react in time, because once you get in a certain radius of the mist, this is shown over and over, even with Kakashi and whatnot, and other characters, to where, like, if Zabuza is within a certain vicinity and you have enough reaction time, you can react and fight back. But whenever it comes to, like, attacks, like, from a distance, or let's say Zabuza's going, like, a full fucking speed blitz kill mode, I don't know, Zabuza he might be fucked, because the whole difference with Kakashi, why he did so well, was because of the Sharingan. Even though it was very misty, whatever, it stated verbatim that he was still able to see him at certain points in the mist. Like, Zabuza, like, wow, like, even while with this mist and everything, you're still able to see him with that Sharingan and copy my jutsu, blah, blah. So, like, that was helping Kakashi. And then also, Kakashi's really intelligent, okay? That's just something that's blatantly superior to Asuma. Asuma's smart, but he's not a Kakashi smart, okay? So in Kakashi, in characters, always doing, like, shadow clones, substitutions, you name it. Asuma does do substitution as well, but he doesn't really do shadow clones. We haven't really seen that.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Do you think, we do know that Asuma is really, his nature is wind style. So you could argue that he could actually use his wind style with his blades the way that he does in order to...
He can, like, cut through the water or something, yeah. And that's a possibility, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, that's definitely a possibility for Asuma to, like, use his blades and cut through the water. Things like that. Or maybe if he has, like, a wind style, like, jutsu that he can use to kind of blow it away, that could be a possibility. If we don't know, but if he has, like, that spiritual thing, he can do that. I know it's only shown in Shippuden, but, whatever. So, like, like I said, it's not impossible for Asuma to get the W, but if he does, it's going to be a high diff W. And if he loses, I feel like that would be, either low or mid diff for Zabuza. So, like, it depends, man. It's interesting. But, like I said, Asuma's just not going to have a lot of things that Kakashi had in order to give him the support he needed to beat Zabuza.
Exactly.
It's just that simple. He doesn't have a Sharingan. He doesn't have Kakashi's sense of smell. That was also what Kakashi was doing as well. He was using Zabuza's blood to smell and pinpoint his location. He had the dogs to find him as well. That was clutch. You know what I mean? So, like, these are things that just Asuma doesn't have at his disposal. So it's more than likely a lot more as an advantage and in favor for Zabuza to just get a good hit, move on him, and then make him critically injured. So.
He's not winning.
Yeah, and Haku, he's just taking an L. He's fucked. Like you would have to say that his fucking wind kunai could break that shit, and I'm be real with you, it's more believable for a Raikuri to go through it than a fucking kunai to go through it. Okay?
Saw blade.
Well, actually, not even. Like, the Raikuri did go through it. I'm fucking stupid. Yeah, he went through the ice mirror when...
the mirrors, yeah.
Yeah, when Haku did the fucking teleportation with it and just stabbed her bitch ass. So, and you would have to, somehow argue that he has enough AP to break through that as well? You know, and, there's ways you can, subjectively argue, but not concretely. And it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? And even if he could break a mirror... She could still, teleport all around at the speed of light, basically. You know, mirror reflections. You can search up how fast the mirror reflection is, whatever, blah, blah. All that. You know. And I just feel like it's going to be too much for him. If he doesn't have a shotting gun, I don't think he's going to be able to dodge all that. Especially if she's bloodlusted and not holding back, you know?
You could argue he can make it. Realistically, all Asuma would have to do is just survive. If he can survive long enough, we know that Haku gets massively weakened.
True, that is true. Yeah, she gets slower and weaker, yeah.
To the point where even Naruto with no tails got to the point where
it takes a massive amount of chakra. I mean, she's using teleportation ninjutsu.
No tails Naruto with none of the training was able to get Haku to the point where he was
he grabbed that bitch. He's like, you ain't going away.
So you could argue that if Haku doesn't take him 100 seriously, or if you want to say he should be skilled enough that he can stop any.
Or can at least scale enough to be relative, or something.
If Haku was created today, he'd be addressed as them.
Yeah. Now, what I will say, there are statements that do say Haku was stronger than Kakashi several times, but that's not being stated as she overall scales over him in all stats. That's disingenuous. What's it called? What that's more likely implying is with the ice mirrors. That's why she would be able to more than likely would have beat Kakashi. But then again, that's more of when Kakashi says that she's stronger, that's him kind of being humble and, because he has a weird ability to kind of gaze and analyze someone's strength or kind of and he's 9 out of 10 times right when he does that. But then again, when we look at the feats, you name it, when he does Raikuri, yeah, she's able to get in front of him, but he could still go right through her and she couldn't do anything about it. Now, I do know she's fatigued and weak. But, I don't know. Like I said, it's in the air. I do believe that could go either way, Kakashi and Haku. And that's just because Kakashi has thousands of fucking jutsu, shotting gun, 3 Tomo. And if Sasuke's 2 Tomo can, help out, I don't see why, 3 Tomo can't. That's really weird. So, overall, he has the visual prowess. He has all the jutsus. He can do Genjutsu. He can do fucking Raikuri, which would definitely go through her shit. So it's interesting. That's a really interesting fight. But let's say you take those statements hyper literal, then you can kind of use that, and then obviously Asuma was fucked against her, So
yeah, you know that Kakashi has changed his mind on if someone's more powerful than him. He does it with Naruto when he gets the Rasen Shuriken. He goes from saying,
and that
surpassed me, saying one day you might surpass me.
Exactly, and that can be the same aspect towards Haku. You know what I mean? To where, and maybe the reason why he was thinking that way is because for one, how young she was, because he states it wow, she's really young, yet she's in the Anbu. Or missing, a unit, whatever, blah, blah. She must be really powerful, yada, yada. It kind of analyzes or whatever and sees, how an instinct and how accurate she was with the fucking needles, So, that's probably why he was maybe, implying, wow, younger, stronger, whatever. Or maybe he was trying to, teach Naruto, that's just, unfortunate. That's just how the real world works. Itachi's a prime example of that. Young as fucking shit, yet he's over here surpassing, joning, and tuning effortlessly. So it's just, It could be an argument of ignorance for Kakashi, basically,
Absolutely. I think just it's crazy how early of a fight that was with Kakashi, Zabuza, and Haku, and yet as the series ends and everything, it's one of the most memorable and just dopest fights that we've ever seen.
It's incredible. So fucking good. OG shit.
So good, bro. Yep. It really is. It's phenomenal, bro.
But that's overall in conclusion. I want to try to get more branched off or sidetracked. This all correlates to Asuma. And bottom line is, yes and no. He could probably be able to beat Zabuza, but it's high diff if he does. Or no, he can't, and he gets beat low or mid diff. That's simple. You know what I mean? But like I said, Asuma's not, he's not fodder. He's not trash. If you're comparing him fucking Itachi or Kakashi, and things like that, or, HIRUZEN, obviously anybody's going to say he's trash in comparison. But like if you really analyze him and give him the respect he deserves, which is why we're even discussing him, he's strong. You know, he's a Jonin for a reason. So
and Konoha. Yeah. That's not a joke. You know what I mean?
And that too, yeah. Like Konoha is technically like, you know, the strongest military in strength. It's like basically said over and over and over. So
like you saw how a Chunin fought against like one of the highest Sand Jonin and just pretty much like I forgot his name, the guy with like the moon sword.
Yeah.
Like if a Chunin can do that, just imagine what a Jonin is in Konoha compared to other nations. So
exactly.
It's just something to put perspective on as well, you know.
Exactly. And another one last correlation as well to the whole low tier, mid tier, or high tier Jonin, which you'd be surprised if people that don't believe in that either. What's it called? Is when the Hidden Leaf Jonin, that was a low tier Jonin, not even a mid, because a high tier Jonin from the Sand Village, the guy with the wind sword and the one that's over GAARA's team, he's their captain. That man like fucking destroyed his ass. You know what I mean? So like low tier and like tiers of Jonin, it's there. It's there for a reason. You know?
Yeah, Baki, that's his name, yeah.
Yeah, Baki. Yeah, Baki.
What was the guy talking about, the moon sword? What's his name? Starts with the G, I think.
I don't remember.
He fought against Baki, I forgot. But
yeah. I don't remember his name, but you guys know what I'm talking about, yeah. So, in the manga, it makes it like a no-diff victory. In the anime, they're more relative to each other, and they can keep up, but then once Baki gets serious, he's dead instantly. So, you know, so that's basically what you got, you know, and that's basically it. So, but overall, that'll basically be the conclusion for ASUMA, unless anyone else has anything more for him. We'll move on to Hiruzen. Now, you have a lot of people that kind of rat him up and say he's like a god, you know? And then you have people that will be moderate, humble, and say, you know, kind of just say where he's at, you know, from what, you know, what we do know and what we can kind of go off of. And then you have people that think he's actually just absolute fodder and dog shit and just loses to like so many fucking people, which I'm going to tell you right now, that's not the case either. So I'll let you guys go. You can talk about Hiruzen first. Put some respect on his name, the god of shinobi professor, and let's get it.
Yeah, let's get it. Hiruzen's dope, bro. I mean, what can we say, man? Like, he's known as the professor, knows every single Konoha Leaf Jutsu in existence during his reign.
Yeah.
He's the longest reigning Hokage, I think at least 30 years, something like that, maybe shorter, but, you know.
Mm-hmm. He's the only two-time Hokage.
What's that, bud?
He's the only two-time Hokage as well.
Yeah. He has all that experience, all of it, from being trained under Tobirama and Hashirama, all the way to Minato dying, and then also kind of having some training with Minato as well, you know, and then all the way to him passing and then taking the mantle back. So he has like years and years upon training and experience. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the fact that like he was supposed to surpass Tobirama in talent puts himself in a superior status.
Yeah.
Over someone who's supposed to be the fastest of his time during Hashirama and Madara as well. The fact that he knows all his jutsus, can scale above someone of that caliber of speed.
Mm-hmm.
In the data book, he's supposed to be the god of shinobi, even stronger than Hashirama.
Yeah.
So you can infer a lot of like just amazing feats this man was able to achieve during his prime. But due to like there's no real empirical evidence, it's just like
then it's questionable. Then it's questionable and subjective. It's like, is it? You know, so.
That's why I would love to see a spinoff, low key, but I don't think he deserves it for number one. But like,
if we were to get one, it needs to be Prime Hiruzen, like when he's Hokage, when he's young. You know what I mean? And then we can really see what he's fucking about. You know, like it gets some like war action. You know what I mean? Because you know there's a lot of wars around that time too. So get to see him like in action, just fucking shit up, and just seeing how like goated he is, why he had such a legendary reputation. You know, that'd be goated. What's it called? Absolutely. But you know, that's pretty good. That's one way to say it. So
yeah, then his feats against as an Edo dude. That's when I really started appreciating him a lot more as a shinobi because he died so early.
It definitely goes to show that he clearly is no joke. I mean,
yeah, he's a boss.
It went to show that when you take away the age component, he's a beast. You know.
He is an absolute beast, bro. Like against Guru or whatever, bro. That shit was amazing, dude.
Because that's why he gets such a bad rap, and that's why we're talking about him right now. is people don't understand that when he was old as shit, that was severely nerfing him. Like, severely nerfing him. It was like a fucking Edo nerf, dude. Okay? Like, it dead ass was an Edo nerf. Like, the fucking Edo nerf that was on Hashirama and Tobirama compared to how the war arc is, that much of a nerf. You know, like, it was crazy.
Exactly,
so, like,
bro.
and everybody forgets that, and they're like, oh, therefore, Edo Hiruzen, Prime Hiruzen is only Orochimaru level. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, what the fuck? Like, huh? You know, so, like, and then Orochimaru, like, there's so much evidence, mind you. There's narrative, feats, you name it, whatever, statements, data book, whatever. But, like, the best one is when Orochimaru admits verbatim that if you were just, like, 10 years younger, you would have had this easy, you know? Like, so it's just, it's so disingenuous and so dumb. And like, believe it or not, there are a bunch of haters and a bunch of weirdos that just, like, shit on Hiruzen, and I don't know why. And remind you, I'm the first one to shut down any of the rat arguments or bullshit for Hiruzen if someone's trying to upscale him. So, like, you know, but I'm also going to be the first one to defend him when it's needed to. And that's just blatantly not the case. You know, you analyze all his Edo feats and any of his prime mentionings, like, it's like, come on, what are we doing?
People also rag on him because of all the fucking decisions he made after Hokage with, like, the coup.
And that too. Which was not his fault, by the way, was all happened due to Tobirama and Danzo.
Absolutely. And then, like, sparing Orochimaru, which actually saved the whole fucking Shinobi Alliance, if you think about it, because he perfected Edo Tensei and then, like, was able to be a huge asset in that aspect. So he was killed by
if he killed Orochimaru, none of that would ever happen. Like when he was younger. Like when Orochimaru was like doing all his crazy experiment shit, and he had the opportunity to kill him. Because he could have just killed him effortlessly. If he did at that point, so much would have changed drastically. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think he was that foolish. And like, you're not Hokage for that long, you're going to make mistakes eventually. Like our president,
of course, nobody's perfect.
And plus, he's underneath like the controlling eyes of the daimyo anyway. So it's like he's supposed to be like a figurehead, if you will, but like he doesn't make every single decision. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you bring that up because that's another issue with that character that I've realized for a good while, that people like to dog him when it comes to the political side of things. And it's like, bro, all right, what would you fucking do if you have a racist ass fucking Hokage before Tobirama that causes all the problems and conflicts? Like literally Orochimaru roasts him and calls him out on that shit and exposes him and literally says it's your fault of why everything even happened with the Uchiha because of how you isolated them and blah blah, treated them, you name it, etc. Okay, like, that was all you, bro. You know what I mean? And then Tobirama caused all that and caused a domino effect. Hiruzen had to, like, basically de-escalate that domino effect or figure out ways to make it good. And he tried multiple times by either negotiating, you know, always fucking shutting down Danzo's disrespect and racism or discrimination as well. Like, he was always trying to do the right thing and always had incredible good intentions, pure intentions. Even with Naruto, like, he had to get on Aruka's ass because of how he was treating Naruto. He's like, bro, like shut the fuck up. Like, you're just like him. You guys are actually very relatable. You know what I mean? Blah, blah. Like, he needs someone, like, the amount of pain, of loneliness, him trying to prove his existence, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, like, there is so much traits, so many statements, so much evidence that he was a good-hearted and good Hokage. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of arguments of ignorance.
Naruto.
Yeah, it's a lot of arguments of ignorance and a lot of bullshit that people like to do. You know, like go on.
I'm sorry. And also like how he just like left Naruto in his room to be like a isolated kid and like how like a from an outside perspective a horrible like upbringing. But like again like no one's perfect, and I think that really adds like a realism aspect to Naruto.
It's relatable.
It's relatable, bro. Like, no president's perfect.
Nobody's a fucking Minato. Like, because that's another excuse that everyone goes to. Oh, well, if Minato was there, those things would happen. Yeah, okay, you're right. You know, the fucking fillers even support that as well. But you know what I mean? That's when you're like a perfect fucking genius and you got like crazy intelligence, okay, and you're able to figure that shit out. And Minato was just built different in many reasons. Emotional spectrum, it's like you name it, and he was good even in the politics shit, you know? So, and at the end of the day, not everybody's a fucking Minato, even in the real world, you know? So, like, that's not how that works, you know? So it's like, that's not a good justification or a good excuse of like, oh, therefore, he's just a fucking piece of, you know, and all this other crap. It's like, bro, like, that's just so stupid, you know? So, no, like,
He did do Naruto dirty though.
I agree. But again, it could have been worse. Tobirama made all those mistakes in like 6 years of reign, and Hiruzen did all that in like 50 or 40, bro. So give the man a break.
Like I've seen the manga multiple times, and I'm literally going through. I'm going through the anime one last time. As of now, for the OG Naruto for part 1 and part 2, just to get as much the last amount of evidence that I need, so I can put it in my Discord.
Nice.
But with what I've seen so far, just from the beginning, the amount of times I kid you not, everybody's real quick to dog him even for the Naruto thing too, and I get it. But the amount of times this man is watching him, he's literally watching him through like his little ball thing, and there's even a data book statement like it's supporting everything in the manga, you name it, etc. Like, he's watching him 24/7. Like, Minato and Kushina literally ask Hiruzen to please watch after their kid. Like, to make sure he's okay. And he does that. You know what I mean? Like, he does it to where he's watching him 24/7, making sure he's okay, whatever. And then he literally tries his absolute best to limit the discrimination and the pain that the whole village is doing and whatnot. Like, that's why, like, the reason why he made the rule of people to not talk about him being the Nine Tails or whatever, blah, blah, you name it, was literally due to the fact of, so this way it just eventually vanishes in the air, and then people could start treating him respectfully, treat him like he exists, give him the love and attention he wants, okay? And then even got to the point where he said, in the whole plan of me doing that was to keep that as a secret, blah, blah, okay, was so this way the next generation, like all the kids, they would also not know and treat him normally, you know what I mean? Treat him whatever, blah, blah, you name it, etc. But the problem was the whole cycle of hatred, unfortunately. What the fuck is Hiruzen supposed to do against someone that is a human being, and it has like emotions and hatred, you name it. The people that didn't like Naruto and hated him, you name it, was people that basically were affected by the Nine Tails. You know what I mean? When the Nine Tails killed all their loved ones, families, and destroyed shit. Those were the people that were bullying Naruto, discriminating, and even teaching their kids to discriminate against Naruto and be fucking horrible to him. Like, you can't blame Hiruzen for that. You know what I mean? Like, and then Hiruzen literally had like extreme strict punishment if anyone did talk about the Nine Tails or Naruto being the Nine Tails or anything like that, or anything bad with Naruto. That's also stated verbatim. So like, he does like as much as he possibly fucking can. You know what I mean? And people still want to dog him like, oh, he didn't do enough or whatever, blah, blah, or Naruto had a shit, blah, blah, whatever. But it's like, all right, bro, so what? You're going to be a dictator in this bitch? You're going to be a tyrant and fucking cut some hands off? Or anybody that is being an emotional human being, and is in pain or angry and just wants to put the blame on a kid that had nothing to do with it because the monster's inside of him? Like, what, you're going to punish them? Like, bro, that's fucking stupid, Like, so it's like, all right, like, you can't dog someone when he's just being a reasonable, relatable person. Like, you would have to really pull some code or do some fucked up shit, to somehow, some way make that happily ever after for fucking Naruto, And at the end of the day, that's life. Bro. That's what shit, like, shapes a shinobi. Reminds you, Hiruzen was around the time of war and error, the whole timeline with Hashirama and Tobirama, you name it, all that. So it's not like he's been in a world of rainbows and sunshine either. And obviously, a philosophy that he will basically grasp, naturally, any one of us would, okay, if we went through all that shit and whatnot, is, hey, you're in the real world, suck it up, buttercup, like, it is what it is, shit sucks, life sucks, but you gotta, be strong, work for it, do what you gotta do, keep your head up, and that was more of the notions that he kind of wanted to portray on Naruto, you know what I mean, like, to kind of be like, hey, I'm not gonna hold your hand, or whatever, and blah, blah, and this and that, like, I'll take care of you and look after you, but you gotta, you gotta want it yourself. You know what I mean?
And,
like,
and Batman, to add on to that, bro, real quick. I'm sorry to interject you.
No, you're good.
But yeah, just add on to what you're saying. Basically, like when Tobirama was looking for a successor, if you will, for the Kage role, he put Danzo Hiruzen to a test, and Hiruzen was the one who was willing to sacrifice himself for the good of Konoha, which further puts on to the point of like he's willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to be this martyr or beneficial cause to what he actually cares about. So he wanted to translate that to Naruto, which is what you're saying as well. So
He was asleep for like 30 minutes.
Exactly. You basically said it as perfect as you possibly could. So that's my whole thing. Like I said, I'm not gonna like sit here and be like he was the fucking perfection. I mean, the element of anything like that. Whatever. Maybe maybe it could have been better in certain whatever. Blah blah. But I'm telling you right now, if anybody else was in his fucking shoes, okay, it would have been the same goddamn shit. You know what I mean? It would have been as reasonably as best as you can do with what everything what was going on. That's kind of what you're working with. If you weren't built like Minato, you're not having a happily ever after. You know what I mean? Nobody was like Minato. You know, Kakashi wouldn't have done as great. Even if Naruto was there, he wouldn't have done as great. You know what I mean? Like fuck, I'm gonna be real with you. What I'm seeing in Boruto and whatnot and everything as well. Like Naruto's not doing too solid there either. You know, so like it's just in the political aspects of things. It's you can't just give him the full fucking blame. Sure, if you want to be like, oh, he could have done better, or he had the ability or way to prevent somehow, whatever. All right, whatever. Yeah, great, but everybody else would have more than likely failed as well. That's basically what we're trying to say. And nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. You know, it's like, come on. You know, like that's just being a hypocrite too. You know, so that's all I can really say with the whole political and all the other element of things that why people shit on Hiruzen for. Like it's just fucking stupid. You know, it's really really fucking stupid. Like I said, if you really analyze his character on a deeper notion, like he had a very very beautiful heart, very very good person. Really loved and cared for his village. Treated everybody like if they were his family as well. Like told Konohamaru multiple times, like, hey, like, I know you're my grandson, but I love the village just enough and blah blah etc. Like I gotta be there, I gotta go do it, whatever yada yada. He's always willing to make sacrifices, you name it, the whole 9 yards. He was a fucking good Hokage. He was not like ass Tobirama or fucking Danzo. He's not Danzo. And people try to paint a picture like he's relatable or compatible with Danzo.
Nah, fuck Danzo, bro.
So.
Real fast on that, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because now that I'm not just trying to be stupid about it, he wasn't just looking after Naruto as well, which a lot of people tend to forget.
True.
He was trying to look after the entire village. Like
very good point.
He could his ranking, if I remember correctly. He said that directly himself.
Yeah, and that's a very good point. There's only so much you can do. You know what I mean? Like he's not a fucking god. He's not an omnipotent being that can just monitor everything at the same time and do everything. Whatever. There's that too. Like I said, there's only so much you can do. You can't control other people. Everything that Orochimaru did, not his fault. Danzo, not his fault. Fucking, Tobirama's bullshit, racism, you name it, discrimination with the Uchiha, not his fault. What Obito fucking does, not his fault. It's just, come on,
Okay, and realistically, when you look at it, he actually showed favoritism towards Naruto.
Yeah.
Because when Naruto was in the office throwing a fit about wanting a more, exciting stuff to do.
Yeah,
he gave him that.
Yeah, he would satisfy. Yeah, he would give him what he want. He did very good. It was even supported in the Naruto anime towards after the war arc, where it has that whole the weird episodes about when they're really young. All the Naruto characters, where it had about Naruto, where it's him with Hinata when they're super super young, and it's also with Hiruzen and Naruto, where Hiruzen's way younger. He's Hokage, and Naruto's even younger. And he's over here having fucking s'mores with him and just talking together. And like he's his father. You know what I mean? Like he's literally hanging out and treating Naruto like he exists and giving him love, and attention. And making s'mores and in the woods and just having a great time with baby Naruto, basically. And
he brought food all the time.
All the time. Like he took care of him. He paid for his place. He made sure he had money. Like, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? Like he did all he could. And mind you, he didn't even have to do that either. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Like he's not, if we're being real, I know it's dickish to say, he's not obligated to do that either. That's like someone telling you, like, oh hey, that boy's parents died. Ken, you're the president of the United States. You need to fucking watch him and take care of him now. Like what? Excuse me. So it's just it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like I said, like at the end of the day, I'm not saying once again it was fucking perfection or whatever, blah blah. That I'll give. Yeah, sure, great. But you can't just dog him and just be like, oh, he was the most utterant ass, worst political Hokage, blah blah. And just abuse Naruto, and all this other crazy shit that I hear with Hiruzen. It's just crazy.
Yeah, Hiruzen's not Tsunade.
It's fucking crazy, bro. So, I'm glad we really, really hit the nail on Hiruzen with that. That was actually worth it and I'm glad he even brought that up because I would have forgot about that. Because I was just mainly referring to scaling, fighting, whatever you name it. But that's it's what you got. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And that's mind you, that's a a good percentage of the Naruto community that fucking say that bullshit too about him. So
that's another thing to think about, because he also, because we've been talking about Naruto this entire time, but he also did everything he could to keep Sasuke safe as well.
yeah,
Because you got to keep in mind that when Hiruzen died, Itachi specifically came back just to make sure Danzo didn't do anything, which means Hiruzen was the one keeping Danzo in check with Sasuke as well. So he was even protecting the Uchiha even after their extinction.
yeah.
Well, I think he knew about Itachi's control and everything, and like what he was asking in order to even do the plan to begin with, you know, the safety for Sasuke.
You just remind me, bro. That pole he has is fucking strong.
That what he has?
Bro, that pole literally scales to the fucking Nine Tails. Full power Nine Tails. He was able to make that shit big and extend it and push the Nine Tails back. Like, dude, if it has that much power and strength, that's a fucking Biju, mind you. The Nine Tails out of all. We've seen what half the power of the Nine Tails could do against all of like the other Biju. Like, if that motherfucker like swinged his pole and it hit somebody, they are going sent flying.
He might even be Red Pill Choji.
Like, he literally has the strongest summoning, bro. I wish Konohamaru had it and freaking Boruto.
Yeah, that shit was fucking crazy, and that's another thing people really forget. Like, if he's able to extend it, make it any size, and even be strong enough to fucking push and restrain the Nine Tails to a degree, like, come on now, bro. That's a feat. That's a fucking feat. he even cut up Tobirama epically fails to save Naruto with his water style. Hiruzen just comes in, moves at crazy speeds, and just and gets the wood style off and saves Naruto. Like, his staff is no joke. It's no joke. So, I'm just putting that out there. And also, his intelligence is also very underrated. Very, very fucking smart shinobi. When he was fighting Jubito, and immediately fucking deduces and just talks and instantaneously explains everything about it. Like, that was ridiculous. So,
one of the few people to master all 5 elements.
And that too. And then doing shadow clones and fucking stalemating the Guru fucking shit. You know, like, what? Like, this motherfucker could pull up on Kakasu and deadass fight all his puppets and then beat Kakasu's ass.
He would beat him without the shadow clones. I don't know what Kakasu
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that as well. Yeah, no, Edo Hiruzen will wash Kakasu up, bro. On God. I swear to God he would. So I know damn well there would be people that would fucking, you know, that would probably be like, oh, the hell, what the fuck, you know, and you know, be fucking stupid. But no, Hiruzen would slam Kakazu. He would fucking slam. Prime and Edo would definitely slam. Old Hiruzen, that is contentious. Old, because of, you know, just how nerfed. But I do believe if old man Hiruzen fought, like, let's say Kakazu came to the village instead of Orochimaru, and it's the same scenarios, I do think Hiruzen would win. It's either they both die again, or Hiruzen would win, like high diff though.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it's not like Orochimaru was giving him problems because he was just that much more powerful than him.
Yeah, no.
Hiruzen didn't want to fight him.
That too, his mental nerves. He was not trying to kill him. Then when he finally gets like, you know, like in that mindset, like fuck this, and gets a mental amp. And regardless of the mental amp, like, you know, that's not even the case either. He just finally like removes like, you know, the weakness of not wanting to kill it or hurt his student. Okay, he stops, gets serious, you know, and he's able to go blow for blow with Orochimaru and then start getting the upper hand. You know, now Orochimaru does also keep up and get the upper hand eventually as well, but he did really good though. Like, he fucking was dealing with the Hashirama and Tobirama now. He was dealing with Orochimaru, and then eventually made it to a point where now it's a fucking stalemate. And if he was that serious from the beginning, I do believe he would have won the fight against Orochimaru. I do. It's kind of like the Haku thing, Ken, where since he was bullshitting for so long, doing all that jutsu, chakra, you name it, it just got to the point where eventually when he finally got serious, it was too late, and that gave the edge Orochimaru needed.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean? So I do agree that he would have beat Orochimaru if he went serious from the fucking start. I definitely do agree. What's it called? But yeah, you kind of got that, and you know, and so that's what I'm saying. Like, so when you look at Kakasu, you know what I mean? We kind of have all this scaling with Kakasu, whatever you name it, and you know, we have like Orochimaru able to fight against 4 fucking Tails Naruto, which remind you, like, that Orochimaru's not even at full power either. Like, he's weakened as well. And he did a pretty decent job. Then you have fucking Kakasu, who's struggling against fucking a baby QB Naruto who's fatigued and just came out of training with a rising fucking Shuriken. You know, so like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Hiruzen's fucking up that Kaksu and winning. You know what I mean? And it's either you give Kaksu the benefit of doubt, it's high diff, or you can say low to mid diffs. You know what I mean? Especially if Hiruzen's like serious. You know what I mean? Because obviously he's not going to have any of those mental nerfs or any of those things to like stop him from going all out or being serious to protect the village or whatever. You know, like if Kakazu came to the village and he's like, I want Naruto, give him to me right fucking now. Hiruzen will beat his ass. Okay. Obviously, if it's Edo, no diff. If it's Prime, no diff. Old man Hiruzen, that's what would be interesting. But I do believe Hiruzen could still fucking win. And to be generous to Kakazu, okay, to be generous, he could be able to pull it off. But if he does, it's going to be a high diff. It was a fucking high diff for him to just beat Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, and fucking Kakashi, okay? And he had the help of fucking hit on, So.
And he also had more information on them than they had on him.
Exactly, exactly. He had more, even more intel, So, except for Kakashi, I will give that to Kakashi. Yeah, but either way, like, he's still, it was still, whatever, fine. It's not an excuse. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like I said, if you take Hiruzen, if Hiruzen basically, be able to beat a Prime, alive over Chimaru, or literally almost win and have a high diff stalemate, basically, they both, get fucked. Okay, like. You kind of take all that, what Orochimaru can do, and then what he can do and should put in when he's weaker, and then you have Kaksu. Do the math. Hiruzen should be able to win. So, but yeah. No. Other than that, we have finished all the most underrated characters. Like we're at 3 hours and 48 minutes for the stream so far. So, I think we did a pretty good job. Yeah, I think we did a pretty good job discussing these characters, kind of, giving them the credit they deserve, shining some spotlight or whatever, you name it. And at the end of the day, like I said, guys, this is all just me kind of spitballing, going off of memory, off statements from Naruto, you name, blah, blah, etc. I'm not saying this is all absolute in concrete scale, like no matter what, whatever. Obviously, until I'm making my own production video on it, then that's where it'll be more of what I actually really do believe, etc. And also, like the whole point of this was to give these characters the respect they deserve. Because there are a lot of rats, or there are a lot of people that just they either overlook things, or or just forget about context, or variables, whatever, etc., and want to just shit on these characters when that's just not the case, So, we'll basically kind of conclude here. Unless you guys got any other character you can think of, there probably are some out there. Let's be real, there probably are, but. It's up to you guys. If anyone else you can kind of think of that, deserves to have a little bit more respect in their name. But, I can't really think, though, of who.
What about Chio? Did we ever do Chio?
Literally just thinking Chio.
Let's be real though. Chio's basically
not much, though.
Chio's basically like what we did for Sasori, for being honest. You know what I mean? Like that's like we did Sasori, we didn't do Chio, but it would be the same for Chio. You know what I mean? Like she's someone that's like on the same level of legendary reputation as Sasori. Okay, able to fight against a prime Sasori in her old age, and we know how old age affects somebody. Here's an example. So that's very impressive. If you really want to go even farther with highball scaling, she's in the war arc. Her and Kimaru are together fighting against a KCM clone. We see a KCM Shadow clone be able to one-shot and speed blitz everybody he comes across. Okay, so you kind of take that at a grain of salt. Chapters go by, episodes go by. Next thing you know, she's still standing there, and they eventually disappear because, Tachi made Kaba undo the Edo Tensei, and then they go away. So...
I mean, that's all fair, but because there's more to her than just a power skill. Because we have to keep in mind that outside of all that, she also found a way to literally create life.
Yeah, which is insane. Like that's like some Tobirama IQ type shit to develop a technique like that. So that's crazy.
Yeah, Tobirama couldn't do that. Yeah, he found a way to bring someone back to life, kind of bring someone back to life, but not like fully back to life.
Yeah,
she found say the sixth path technique.
Yeah, so that's fucking crazy. Absolutely ridiculous. And then, lastly, what I would actually say, she fucking has fought against Sakuma Hatage. We all know his legendary reputation, and in comparison with the Sannin, blah blah. She has fought Hanzo, the one that fought all three, in their prime and shit. Like,
she never fought Sakuma, bro. Just letting you know. She just really wanted to because.
She didn't.
Yeah, she.
No,
I
she
think
never
he just
did.
killed.
The only reason I was thinking she did. My bad on that one. I know she fought Hanzo though. What's it called?
She did fight Hanzo.
Yeah. The only reason why I was thinking that is because when she went to charge at Kakashi, she was like, "Oh, Sakamo, whatever. I'm gonna get my revenge, blah blah." And I thought that was kind of like indicating that she did, like maybe see him in the war or whatever, blah blah. But now thinking about it, I don't think it's ever like stated like she actually did fight him like Hanzo was. So yeah, I'll give you that. I think the only thing I do know that was stated verbatim was that Sakuma Hatake killed Sasori's parents, and that's why she hated him.
So, yeah, the parents. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, you're right. You're right, Pimpin. That could be easily not the case. So.
That's a great matchup I've always wanted to see, though, with Prime Shield or Sakuma. I've talked about this a lot, man.
That would be goated, because I feel like it'd be a really awesome fight, because if she can clearly fight against Hanzo, which is basically similar to Sakumo's scaling, you know what I mean? On the same shit, with what the statements and narrative implications we have, you know what I mean? Like, that should be a pretty solid fight, yeah. So, but yeah, no, it's really interesting, and then, other than that, that's basically Chiyo in a nutshell. I don't think we can really do any more for her. That's basically it. Obviously, the only thing you can really say is she was goated with even puppets and strings. Like, she was insane, bro. Like, she was up there with Sasori, and that's a feat itself, because obviously we know previous generations just get better and better and surpass. And two, she's older. Older, bro, and she's going blow for blow with this man. Because eventually he is holding back. And eventually he does have nerves and stuff and whatnot, mental nerves. But then eventually he does get serious too. Like, he actually gets, bloodlusted and shit. And she's still keeping up, Whether if you think it's because she had a mental amp, whatever. At the end of the day, she still fucking did it, So, there's no reason or points in arguing the semantics of it and shit. It's just unnecessary. But, Chiyo's no joke. She's no joke. And she's also someone not to fucking underestimate and give some respect and love for. But other than that, fucking that's about really I can think of, man. Like like I said, there's probably way more, whatever. But we'll kind of just I think we can kind of conclude this topic here. And then
still got something for Hiruzen.
What you got?
I think what he should have done was definitely press more on fucking Danzo.
Yes, absolutely. He should have locked him up.
He let him get away with so much shit. Even the fact that he wanted to kill him.
Yeah.
And,
and the reason why is because it's similar to Naruto. It's the same thing like Naruto. He's had such a good heart that even if he knew someone had darkness or whatever, blah blah, because of his bonds with them, because of how much he loved everyone in the village and how he considered the family, especially Danzo, that was basically like his Sasuke. If you think about it, it was hard. You know what I mean? Like, imagine having to be put in that situation, even go that far, and then either lock him up or even kill him yourself, because those are the only two options he had: either kill Danzo or lock him up. The only point he ever got he finally snapped and whipped his dick out and said, "Nah, you're gonna listen to me, bitch," is when after the Uchiha massacre, he got pissed. Oh my god. Like, he fucking went off on Danzo, roasted his shit, and said, you're confined to the quarters, blah, blah, to the prison. You go over there, and blah, blah. You're not doing anything right now, yada, yada. While I deal with this mess and blah, blah. And then basically also said you can no longer do your Anbu shit either. He immediately, shut all that shit down. And then eventually, after things go, either they got cool again with each other, or Danzo just pulled a Danzo and just no, fuck you, I'm not going to listen,
Danzo still did
the foundation, all that only really came back after Hiruzen's death, and he was doing it in secret.
Yeah, so I agree with you with that to a degree, Loke, but at the same time, he was put in a very difficult situation. I mean, when it came to making a decision on how to even do, and obviously, let's say if I was in that situation, obviously I won't know unless I was put in that situation. But let's just say if I was, and what I think as of now, okay, I would have at least made Danzo get locked up. You know what I mean? That's bare minimum. I wouldn't kill him, but I would lock him up. You know what I mean? And that would be hard too for me. You know, especially if I had like a brotherly bond with him. You know, wars, you know, blah blah. He's my best friend, rivalry, etc. I mean, that's gonna be really hard, and you name it, and that would suck. You know, but at the end of the day, look at the bigger picture. If I'm a fucking president of the United States or Hokage, and I see this man is up to no good and doing all this shit, and I would, with his intelligence, you know, come on now. Even I'm not even the most smartest person on this earth, but I could be able to know like if there's gonna be really bad consequences or a domino effect if I don't do something with this guy. You know, so like, you know, I would have done something. You know, yeah.
To be fair, it's very easy to say that when you're not the one in the situation.
Exactly, and that's why I said beforehand, like, you know, I won't ever be able to know, and this is, you know, I could be bullshitting because I'm not in that situation. You don't know until you're in the situation, and that is a thing actually, because there's been instances in my life, probably with you guys as well, where you say something if something would happen, and then it actually happens, and then you do the opposite, you know, or whatever. So, you know, so yeah, it's very true as well, and it's a good point. But yeah, either way, like, you know, that's basically all it is. But yeah, we'll end it here for that topic of the most underrated, overlooked, or brutally downplayed Naruto characters.
One more quick thing, actually.
The scaling. Hey, do we want to go first, Pimpin? Or?
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. The scaling, obviously, very simple. Hiruzen is stated to be greater than Hashirama. Hashirama over Itachi, so maybe he ain't the strongest in part 1.
Yeah.
Batman. Very easy.
Yeah, he's not the strong. Yeah, he's not the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah, Itachi ain't the strongest in part 1.
Yeah.
It's obviously Hiruzen.
Of course. He's God tier. He's a god.
Yeah. Yeah, above Hashirama.
He made Itachi bow to him.
Yeah.
He literally made him bow to him and made him beg to protect Sasuke. Like, come on.
Bruh. Okay.
Itachi.
No. Now, Pimpin, you can go.
Yes. I just wanted to actually just like demonstrate that like Hiruzen was actually responsible for like training all of the Sonian, and we literally know how much of an impact they had on the rest of the story. Like Tsunade during the pain arc, Tsunade during the war arc, Jiraiya teaching Naruto, Orochimaru saving the day with his Edos. You know, there's so many things he did that were beneficial for the future of Konoha and the whole Shinobi Alliance. To be honest, you know.
Yeah, and save them as well. Yeah. Edo.
Yeah, he was badass as an Edo, pal. That was like, it really invigorated my like appeal for him. I was like, didn't think much of him until that happened. I was like, yeah, this guy's actually it, bro. You know.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, we can conclude. Like I said, if we're missing anybody, you know, it is what it is. Make sure to put, you know, those characters in the comments down below. Let us know. I do apologize. You know, obviously we'd probably have to get like a fucking Naruto character tier list and see all of them. And then you probably would, you know, maybe get a little bit more mentions and whatnot. But either way, we did the best we could. I feel like we selected the most, you know, common characters at the very least. So I'll say that we did a pretty good job. And that'll basically do it. If we ever think of any more along the way, you know, something, we could always discuss it in future podcasts, you know, videos. We don't have to, you know, necessarily like just have one main topic and just keep on trying to look for shit to remember. So it'll come along the way, you know. It is what it is. Those could be like little side topics we can do, and instead of, you know, mainly focusing as a main topic. So as for the main topic, we will be doing on the next Naruto podcast, because we're gonna be ending this one here in a bit. I think what we discussed that we'll do the it was just in my head. What was it, Ken, that you said? It was your idea.
Batman a robot or not?
Huh?
Is Batman a robot or not?
Yeah.
One day. I wanted to, because one of the big things I've seen being debated on right now is what are the levels for each of them.
Oh, yeah. Kage, Jonin, Chunin, and all that? Yeah.
Yeah, so like, what is a Junin? What is a Jonin? What is a Kage? You know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Ken. That's a great one.
Yeah, that'd be good, because as crazy as it sounds, to end this video, you have rats, okay? I'm not going to mention names, but you do have rats that actually believe that it is not a thing at all, and that, you know, fucking, they're just names to be given, whatever, blah, blah, some, you know, political bullshit. That's basically it. Then you have people that, you know, at least are in between, to where they're aware of the ranks and statuses for you know, for political purposes and for scaling purposes, and under the fact that it is possible for getting to get over, etc., blah, blah. All because you're getting doesn't mean you're getting forever, or you're just, you know, always weaker than a Joining or Tuning or whatever. And then you have like you know, that basically the only other thing you have is like the really big idiots that basically just think like ranks are just you know, like it's just always like just a straight line. So like if you're academy, you would never be tuning or genning or joning. Or if you're a genning, you can never be a joning or fucking tuning. You know what I mean? Things like that. And that's just blatantly not the case. Like there are people that actually believe ranks are just ranks for a reason, and that's why it's structured that way.
What you mean? Like Iruka definitely fucking beat Six Pass Naruto. Like
yeah, exactly. Even though Six Pass Naruto is still considered a genning. So
and Iruka is a tuning. Yeah.
Yeah. You know. So overall, like that'll be a really good topic to kind of hit and digest. Obviously, we're gonna be the middle example, because like I said, you're gonna always have the rat example, the high tier bullshit, then you're gonna have the low tier and the mid. So, but yeah, we'll be more of the mids, and we're just gonna honestly, briefly deduct and be reasonable and analyze, all the ranks, what it is, how it works, you name it, and we'll kind of make it as simple as it can be. We won't do too many semantics or anything like that either. So. But that's a really go-to topic, and we'll definitely do that in the next podcast video. But we'll end it here. As always, guys, make sure you leave a like for the video, comment your thoughts down below, subscribe for more content, subscribe to the channel, and there'll be plenty more Naruto content along the way. Peace.